It's 1-1 right now with JCM in the winner's bracket taking the first one, SR with the 1-0 closeout in the second game.
Yeah, I agree. And just looking back real quick, just a quick question for you. What is the biggest surprise so far? Whether it's Waka Flocka getting eliminated first round of the losers bracket or Ping kind of getting farther than people might have thought they would. What's just the biggest surprise?
The biggest surprise to me, I think, was as far as I was really, really impressed with how far GSC went. They were my dark horse candidate, and I think they did a great job, and I'm so happy for that guild making it as far as they went. So that, for me, that was probably the surprise, and just a lot of the surprise comp that they brought out. They had a lot of different success running different comps. So for me, that was the surprise. So I was really happy about that. But, we're kicking into the third game here of SR versus JCM. Who do you got, guys, coming in at you live? My prediction here is that if JCM loses this game, the series over.
You think
I think
so?
this is a statement game for JCM to come out and get a win.
Yeah, I think with the weight and everything, I think people are getting more tired and losing that will to go on. But then again, you got to remember these guys probably have a ton of adrenaline going right now. Being in the Twink Cup in the finals, it's probably super intense, and I think they're all set to go. I don't think this will determine the
Actually,
outcome of the series.
Tassel's the stream on the right thing? Stream on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're good. Never mind. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're going into the midfield fight here. Both teams starting to clash, and Pizza with the Zergahud doing a lot of damage onto the front line. Star Surge is coming out, and Trash Glamour taking a lot of damage there, but it's very well absorbed, and kind of just trading off surges right now. Carl Swag going down there, so a lot of burst there, and Moran opening. So Rula knows that Moran's in mid at this point. They get that kill on Cowgirl Swag. Let's see if SR is able to continue that push going for the control. Rula right now, still in stealth. And look at this, Grizzle's coming over so close to Rula. He actually might catch him out. That was a really close call going up the ramp there. So Rula's in stealth.
Pizza drops to half. He's hitting very low war stop. He has to war stop to save himself. That was close on Pizza's fight there. Curly's really low now. God, the damage JCM is able to pump out so quickly, like, it is insanity. Like, it's unbelievable. Dark Cherry
It is crazy right now.
Rula is struggling big time. The Grizzlies are right on Rula's tail. Forced the AGM right there. Tried to first aid, but Grizzly interrupted it immediately.
I think Rula's going to
drop. So close to getting the kill on Rula.
Oh, wow.
And Rula is going to take a ton of damage from Grizzle alone. If he's not able to kill him soon, it's going to be trouble. And the city's coming out from Grizzle, so I think Rula's going to go down, and he does go down. So this is a huge problem now from JCM because they're blocked off from their base.
Dark Chewy is snapped out of bed, though. Ramp Dweller's there, and so is Cowgirl Swag coming up right on Dark Chewy.
That is a great play by Ramp Dweller right there. That was a great sap. He was able to get that.
He opened a little too early.
Yeah, he could have waited.
Just right there.
But I think they saw that Zyron was coming, and I think they said it'll be really good if we can pick him off like they just did, because they'll lose some mid pressure. But
Chewy's already committing out of the GY here, so he's going for it right now. And you can see Rula coming out of the GY right now. Let's see if he spams roots onto Chewy. He's just going to elect to do some damage here. Big Miranda opening on Rula, trying to alleviate some pressure. And Azeron breaking off from the side here with Asian Girl Swag. But I think that, honestly, it might be too late for him to get by. The AGM coming out from Chewy, and he's making it to Grizzle. An expected bandage coming in from Grizzle. So in bear form, Grizzle's going to get topped up, and he's going to run right in. Yeah, he's going in for the cap here.
Well, surprisingly enough, it seemed like Ezra was a little bit too slow getting there, and so was Asian Girl Swag. They were just a little bit too slow on the ball, trying to go up ramp whenever Dark Tree committed. They probably didn't expect that commit so early.
And Dark Tree running up the tunnel here. He's going to go for a cap, but watch what happens in the transition play, because SR lost a lot of players during that transition, and JCM is pushing up really hard for this next pick. Rula trying to go up the ramp here, but already being contested by Slick. He knows that Slick's going to die, and he's in a bad spot, so might as well go out with a bang and contesting Rula all the way up the ramp. And that's just good play. That's smart play by Agent Slick, just buying as much time as he can. So Rula taking the Insignia, and he's going to keep moving up the ramp here. Sergeant Pizza down, who's the shot caller for SR, and they've got to get regrouped in the GY, and they're not rushing anything right now. They realize they got to get fully grouped before they can push out.
Zyron kind of...
Ramp Dweller got Zerk and is already on D, so waiting for Dark Tree to get over there, but Dark Tree is just barely halfway.
Rula coming out the tunnel right now, and JCM is in great position to meet him.
Rula kind of just, oh, that was weird. Just stop moving
Yeah,
for a
looks like
second.
Rule stopped for just a second there.
That might
Coming out
come
getting
over to.
charged by Owen.
Oh wow. I think Rula's probably gonna be okay here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
won't get the
that's
kill, but they
yeah.
did slow her down, so that is good.
So in the meantime, right now, Ramdweller and Ezeron are on D. So if they can get Rula out of here, the displays are coming out. But check this out. Even though Ezeron and Ramdweller are on D, Ziren's already coming up the ramp right now. So if they're not able to close in on Dark Chewy relatively quickly here, this could be a lot of trouble. So the question is, where is Dark Chewy? And he's going up with boots right now into this flag room. Ramdweller already with the sap. We'll see if there's a trinket here. But Moran's hovering as well too. So it looks like they're going to go
Great
for a
sap
reset, but
Oh,
there.
Big
yeah,
Moran saps out Ramp Dweller. So that the opener is no ambush here, and the silence coming out, but I think Ziren's going to be here in time, and Ziren does get here. Asian Girl Swag getting into the scene late. Ramp Dweller already down, but the damage coming in. Do they have a silence from Ezeron and Warstomp coming out? The trinket there. Rula from the backside trying to help out here, and a stomp coming out. Damage going into Dark Chewy. They may have enough, and they do kill
Wow.
him. So Rula assisting in the FC kill with the two hunters. Can they get this capture during the transition play? And it looks like they are going to get it here. Rula going in for the dunk. So a 1-1 transition cap by JCM. It looked like it was pretty much out of the picture there, but Rula coming around the side, giving some off heels to Haas, keeping him up in the play. That was a great job. And then Kevy coming up the ramp there, Asian Girl Swag for that other hunter contest. They just had the numbers advantage there, a 4-on-3. Great job during that transition.
It's crazy how Dark Chewy still dropped, even though Big Morn was able to get that sap and completely destroy the rogue ambush opener. That's just insanity. I think it's because they were able to get their hunters there. The damage from hunters is almost unhealable, especially two.
Yeah, when the procs get going, it's a lot of trouble to keep up with, especially when you got racials available, which they did. Cowgirl Swag coming out of the tunnel here, but check this out. We got Moran in stealth looking for Cowgirl Swag to go for a passer, and he's already sapping Cowgirl Swag. I would see if they maybe even pass it right now, and they are going to do that since Rula's in stealth and Cowgirl's sapped anyway, so a smart pass in my opinion there. In the meantime, Grizzle's coming out of this Dark Chewy getting sapped here, and it looks like they're going to be able to get a hard opener onto Dark Chewy. So here's the opener, sapping onto that, but he does get the displacer into the team. A lot of damage going into Dark Chewy, and he's caught out of bear right now. The damage coming in, but Agent Grizzle getting the repick, and he's trying to disengage into the team, and a Star Surge going onto him. A lot of damage being pumped out. Ezeron getting on top of this, but he might have made it deep enough into his team. But they do have Ziren down, Sergeant Pizza down, Agent Grizzle barely staying alive. He's just trying to kite back with that disengage. He's getting as much distance as he can here. Cowgirl Swag being relentless, trying to prevent him from getting away, but he might have actually made it just far enough out of the range of JCM. Like, unbelievable job right now at 1500 health. They're going to try to pass it up to GY immediately.
Wow,
Oh my
that was a
gosh.
good thing.
Wow. That was a
Really
close
some
call
really
there.
disengagements there.
That was crazy. Like that, just that management by Grizzle there, keeping in range of his team that's falling apart, and then being able to move out with that disengage. Really, that's what we're talking about, the Hunter matchup here. What a composed play by Agent Grizzle there. Even though they are down the cap here in the 1-1 tie due to JCM's transition cap, it could have been 2-1 really fast, and Agent Grizzle pretty much saving the day right there on that transition play for skill ratio. That was not clean by skill ratio at all. And take a look. Doesn't want skill ratio. Doesn't want to play into skill ratio's GUI game, so they're electing to hold back very far in midfield. Dark Chewy is going to stay on top of the GUI for now. Ramtwaller in the back though, he's got Zerker, and it's 4 stacks right now. Maybe it's stacks he feels like he could open on this guy. I'm not sure if anyone else is available in the scene. So Dark Chewy does elect to jump down with the team. SR starting to push out right now. And it looks like we're going to start their clash in midfield, and Cowgirl Swag in stealth right now. So look for a hard opener with Ramp Dweller from behind with Cowgirl Swag, and look for that 6 stacks to be the key when they open on Dark Chewy here. So the midfield, if everyone stays up here for JCM, it could be a good look because we see Ramp Dweller and Cowgirl Swag poking over for this opener. They're just waiting for the 6 stacks, in my opinion.
Big Morn, I
Waiting
think,
for their
got
team to
knocked
push up
out
a
there.
little bit.
He almost died. I think he had to pop AGM there and evasion. Yeah, Big Morn's evasion is down.
And that's good as well, too, because Rula can be assured that he knows where the FC is, and the sap coming out from Ramp Dweller. The Star Surge coming in, a double Star Surge, and he's going to sap the Star Surge, so another one going in, and the 5 bite. But the displacer right before the silence, can they catch Cowgirl Swag? He's popping defensives. He's gonna be okay, but at the same time, Dark Chewy is gonna be completely fine. So really good management by Dark Chewy there, handling that situation well, not compromising his position with his displacer beast, and he's gonna head right up the tunnel now that they know where the stealthies are.
All right, well, the rogue is dead, so he knows pretty much he can do whatever he wants for just the time being.
Absolutely, and JCM on the retreat here as SR is at full strength in midfield. They've got to find a way to stabilize, and not only stabilize, but get some FC pressure now because Dark Chewy is going to be on top of the GY in a great position here, so SR could look to go offensive. Rula going up the tunnel right now. Both FCs playing very defensively. Ezran kind of blocking off this tunnel right now, just watching for Rula, trying to contest the stealthies that might be going to intercept Rula. Big Moran actually electing to go on defense right now, and he sapped Cowgirl Swag out. So that's the Boomkin out in midfield.
The Grizzlies going to come help get the kill.
Right. And a good displacer, but a good look nonetheless. They know where the Boomkin is now as well too, so that's great for them. That's some of that backside pressure that they're going to need to get on Dark Chewy. So it's just Ramdweller alone, and they've got Oi, who's coming out the GY res, and Zirin back there. Big Moran going around the side here up ramp, looking like he wants to get some pressure on Rula, but it's just going to be him for now, and the Zerker is available, so that should help him on this push, and we're going to look at 10 or 11 stacks by the time he's up there. In midfield, though, SR is starting to lose momentum here. JCM really on a roll. If they can land a kill on Maniac, who they're diving right now, Stun's going in on him, a Trinket, and Battlemaster coming out. He popped Guardian as well, too, so he's very low. He's going to go down here. Rula electing to come into midfield as well, too, because he wants to be with his team while they're pushing here at 10 stacks, and Dark Cheer on top of the GY in a good situation.
Ramdweller behind him, actually. Look at this. Ramdweller almost one-shots him on the opener. Wow.
And he forces Dark Chewy down completely. So really good job there. And Ramdweller trying to pop evasion, just give his team a little bit more time on target on Dark Chewy for them to continue pushing up. But to be completely honest, it looks like JCM's pretty far behind here. So if JCM had continued pushing there, I think that's a great look for them.
Right.
But it just looked a little bit out of sync. So while it did force Dark Chewy down, and it was a good look for Haas, he needed someone to follow up.
Big Moran is coming right up behind Rilla with Zerg, and Dark Chewy is pretty much free to do whatever he wants just for the time being because the Rogue is going. He is dead right now, so Dark Chewy is right next to Cap. If they could get a kill on Rilla, that'd be just pretty much an instant cap.
That was still insanity, the damage that one Rogue was able to do to Rula there, and he was in bear form. Imagine if he got caught out, that would have been a one-shot easily. So definitely going to have to be careful there, Chewy. And looks like Rula, no, not going to that stump spot we saw before. Perhaps.
I'm not gonna lie right now. I'm like relatively surprised how they're playing this because they are a cap down. They're playing very heavy defense right now. And really it's just I feel like you need more pressure right now, and I think that they're realizing that right now. And maybe we'll see some more of SR coming out. Yeah, they are gonna come out GY. They realize that, you know, they're down the cap in the 1-1 tie here, so they've got to get more pressure out. If I'm JCM here. Oh, and look at this. They're going to go for the double druid opener as well, too. So Dark Chewy.
I heard though, because the Rogue did get Zerk, and he's coming up pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Really getting sapped here in midfield as well, too.
Ramdweller's almost here.
They're keeping a Hunter on Diva Siren.
Zirin.
But, yeah, Zirin's definitely going to take a ton more damage than Chewy did. But he does have one on defense. I still don't think that'll save him.
Oh, and they do catch Big Moran out, but honestly, look at
the damage. Look at that damage. Drops.
Oh my god, the kick goes on to it, but Agents like gets the repick. Can they finish him off? Your Cowgirl Swag getting into the picture and a Star Search going on to him. Ramdweller trying to finish him off.
Can he get the return?
Can they get the click? It looks like the flag might even be in the air at this point. I don't know if anyone can grab it right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Yeah, that's going to return.
For the scene, but yeah,
I
it's
do.
Completely.
It's
just going to go down right there. So now here's a big question right now. Is JCM really doesn't need to cap this, and this is a smart play right here. Really smart play. Unbelievable, because they're up the cap right now. They realize, hey, I know it's 15 stacks, but we know where some of their players are. If we cap this and we're not in a good position to get this next path, or next cap rather, it's a transition play for SR. And right now, keeping a look on where some of their players are. Sergeant Pizza.
They did cap it. Dark Tree is right here to get the repick, though. You just got to make sure he doesn't get caught out because they are going to be exiting right there.
Yeah, so Dark Tree coming out the ramp here. I'm a little surprised they didn't hold it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely could have.
But Dark Chewy is going to start going up, getting this pick control, and he's coming out of stealth right now to even get there. So he realizes his team needs him to be flawless right now, come out and really cross this. So he's going to probably come out tunnel, regardless of what the circumstances are outside of the tunnel. So Agent Slick on defense right now, kind of contesting that look. Ezron actually slips around the backside here to contest
really?
Grizzle in midfield. And Sergeant Pizza sees what's going on here, and they actually have the advantage in this transition, but there's 44 seconds to go. This is so risky right now. Honestly, this is really going to look like a transition cap for skill ratio here.
It looks like
Slick
Ruler's
going up the ramp.
ahead, though. I think Ruler's going to be able to get... No, Hunter's on Ruler right now. Slick's on Ruler, so that's going to... Even if they don't get the kill, that's definitely going to slow him.
And Wuxu Yang trying to get some slows on Dark Chewy with 30 seconds to go at the
Oh,
tunnel.
man.
They just keep barreling, and every second counts at this point. So
Rula
this is
just dropped. Wow, this could be a cap. Oh my.
Oh, Boots are up, too.
Boots are up as well, too. And it looks
Wow.
like their decision. Oh my goodness. And it looks
That
like
is
they got it.
devastating. 10 seconds left,
Oh,
and
wow.
skill ratio takes it. That's insanity.
Unbelievable.
Wow. All
Well,
these last second
guess-
caps are insane, man.
I love that decision by JCM to hold the cap, but they just
They didn't hold it long
Came
enough.
back
They
to
could have
bite
held
him.
that for 20 seconds longer. There's
right.
no reason. Honestly, skill ratio was just sitting outside of their GY waiting for that cap. They could have held. They could have. I feel like they could have held the flag for another minute. I really don't agree with that decision by them. It was a perfect idea holding the cap or holding the flag for that matter, but they just did not hold it long enough.